Hey, this is Steve from Sparky's Garage. Today we brought the Challenger into the main garage. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the straight pipes. I cannot stand it. If I was 18 years old and in high school, I'd probably still like it, but I'm a lot older now and I definitely do not like it. So this car right now has long tube headers, 3-inch exhaust, no cats and no mufflers. So it is extremely loud. We just went ahead and picked up today full hooker BlackHeart exhaust system. I got it laid out right here. It's direct bolt-on from the cat back. It's 304 stainless steel. Got a pair of mufflers and then 304 stainless steel tailpipes. And then the tips, you can either put the stock factory tips on it or you can put aftermarket tips on there. Pretty much it's a direct bolt-on for this car, and basically you got a bunch of clamps. I believe they're all 15 millimeter, and you want to get yourself a good impact gun. So we're going to get this thing jacked up and then start taking the straight pipe exhaust off. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and take the driver's side tailpipe off. Up here, there's a band clamp. So I'm gonna go underneath here, see if I can get this off. All right, driver's side tailpipe is out. I just noticed that this is all 2.5-inch exhaust. And then this was a 3-inch chip and they just kind of nasty cob welded together. And then they tried to paint the tips black, but it didn't work out. So this car actually has 2.5-inch exhaust, where 304 stainless hooker BlackHeart kit is all mandrel bit 304. Now what mandrel bit means is it doesn't actually have a die that's compress bending this, so this doesn't actually get crushed down to 2.5. So on compression bend tubing, this will be 3-inch, and then right here it would get crushed to 2.5, then it'll go to 3-inch, then get crushed again at 2.5. What that does is actually slows down the exhaust gas velocity, robbing you of horsepower and torque. So mandrel bent tubing is basically there's a ball inside here, and as it gets bent, it doesn't allow the pipe to get crushed. So you get consistent 3-inch exhaust all the way through. And when you do that, it allows for more free flowing exhaust. In return, gives you more horsepower, more torque. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do the passenger side, same as I did the driver's side. There is a clamp way over there. I'm gonna undo that clamp and pull out this tailpipe. All right, both tailpipes are out. Actually, when I was trying to remove this tailpipe, the clamp was loose at the mid pipe, so this whole section came out. This is where they put in a piece of straight pipe instead of a muffler. So this whole section came out as soon as I started trying to wiggle the passenger side tailpipe. Yeah. All right, driver side's out. Same thing. They just cut and took the muffler out. No mufflers, straight pipe life. Nope. So the next one is to do the H pipe, which is all the way up front. Now the problem with the H pipe is, I'll show you when I get underneath there, is you're gonna have to take a ratchet strap and basically squeeze the two pipes from the header, squeeze them together, basically because they're almost spring loaded, and they want to basically push the pipes outward, one to the left, one is going to go to the right. So you need to squeeze them together, and then it helps get that H pipe off. All right, we're underneath the car. This is the mid pipe. This would connect to the long tube headers. There's the two clamps to undo it. So on these Dodge cars, this part is really hard to get off. The reason being is that this pipe and this pipe basically are spring loaded, and they want to basically go out, and so you need to put a ratchet strap over these two, kind of keep the tension squeezed together, and then try to wiggle this off. It's pretty difficult on these Dodge cars. All right, old exhaust system is completely out. Basically, this is all the factory stuff. That's where they didn't want to put a muffler, I put a piece of straight pipe, factory tailpipes, all the way to the tips. So again, this is 2.5 inch exhaust all the way back. Now getting this cross member midsection out, like I was showing you on the video, you want to take a ratchet strap, squeeze these two front pipes by the header or the exhaust manifold, and then it keeps them from being spring loaded out. And then I had to take a small little flat blade screwdriver and just open up these little spots right here where the clamp squeezes down on it. And then you basically just got to wiggle, and then this thing will finally come out. So now it is time to get the big 3-inch midsection in. Then we'll do mufflers, then tailpipes. So for comparison, that's 2.5 inch. This is 3 inch. Look at the difference. All right, we're at a stopping point right now. I want to go put on the new H-pipe section. Now this car is modified, so it is not even stock. It has long tube headers and then some piping where the cat was, but I think the headers are 3 inch, and they did 3 inch after the cat. So I went to go try to put this on. It doesn't even slide over the pipe. So I took some vice grips and I tried to basically make this a little bit wider so that it fits this diameter pipe, which it does now, but it's not right. And you can see with this one, it doesn't even fit. So that is not the fault of hooker header. It's actually the fault of this car and the previous owner, since they modified that whole cat section when they deleted the cats. So I'm gonna have to take this down to an exhaust shop. They do what's called a hydrosizer. They stick it in here and it hydrosizes just a little bit bigger instead of that job I just did. So hopefully they can fix my mess up. All right, so I got the H-pipe hydrosized a little bit bigger to go over this factory pipe. Went ahead and tightened down the clamps. Then also make sure you want to take a level and then make sure that your H-pipe is level. So mine is pretty much dead on level. So same thing when I go to the back to go put on the mufflers next. I want to take a level and make sure this is all nice and even. But yeah, so H-pipe is on. So next we're gonna go ahead and put on some mufflers on. Alright, I went ahead and threw on the rear tailpipe to the muffler. Now pretty much you want to leave everything loose, probably except for the mid pipe. You don't have to, but like this, I got the tailpipe all in the right spots, and I don't know if you can see this, but I have a hole right there. So what that means is I gotta loosen this muffler up, slide it back just a little bit, and split the difference between the front inlet. So again, you want to leave everything kind of loose. All right, we got tailpipes on. They're tight. They're basically in the center of the outlet. There is no tips. I actually forgot to order tips. But yeah, you can see this nice 3-inch exhaust. Really cool. And then you got the nice hooker BlackHeart mufflers. This is all 304 stainless steel. So it's never gonna rust or rot out. Super easy kit to put on. I mean, you can see this I'm doing on my floor in my garage. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. Before I start it up, I'm gonna go ahead and degrease everything with some brake clean, because I got my greasy handprints everywhere, and once you start it up, it'll be stained on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down and we'll fire it up.